Welcome to Data Ki Baat. Atmanirbhar with data is something that is in my mind. And when I was looking at one of the report published by Government of India, it really became much more focused and evident in me that how can we contribute towards the biggest and the bigger vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So when you are talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat or a self-reliant India, the role of data is really very evident. Uh, we cannot imagine self-reliant India without even thinking about data or bringing data in center. So there is a committee of expert who really met together and really came up with what could be the steps towards making sure that data is going to help uh, in that bigger vision. And they came up with a extensive report. It's 72 page of uh, thought process around and then framework around data governance. I was interested in reading that, and I could complete. And I thought it's a good idea to come live and talk and share with our data community around what's there in the proposed non-personal data governance bill. It's going to be really under the scanner, under a lot of discussion. People would really talk about what is not there, what could have been there, what should be there, and all those aspects. But I'm not going to talk about that. What I'm going to talk about is that a very quick overview of what I have observed in the report, and how we can go and look at each and every aspect of the report, that 72 page, in a quick talk, which I would publish as we move forward, and so that you don't have to go through that. Basically, I have taken the pain of going through those report. uh, I just thought, why not share this quickly with you and invite some thoughts and suggestion. I'm also working with bunch of data enthusiasts to make sure that how we can get together as a group and probably do a fireside chat, and strike those conversation around the report. What are their thoughts? What do they think when they first read through this whole report? And we will also see that how we can contribute, because there is a comment opened. I'm not sure whether it is closed or not, but there was this comment section open in the uh, on the government of India site, where you can read the report and you can always go and comment that what is that you feel about the report, and how how you want to probably suggest any amendment or any of your thought process over there. So with that, I would like to quickly share a slide with you, where I compile some quick. Well, so behind every good decision there is a good data. I think that's really apt, and that's a talk of the time and need of the hour, right? So what is cooking? We are talking about data governance framework in the context of India, and it is specifically around non-personal data and not about the personal data. As you all might be able to recall, I did a huge campaign around personal data protection bill as well, where I talked about personal data and how to manage and govern that. But this time, as we are talking here, we are talking about non-personal data governance framework. So the whole idea within behind this report is to really understand how to manage and govern non-personal data. And it is obviously, as I said, government of India, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology appointed some great leaders into the data area, and they really sat together, met with several industry experts globally as well, and they discussed about the current state of non-personal data management and related challenges. And then basically they came up with the good report. It's a real lengthy report, but it kind of covers the you know length and breadth of the current status and some recommendations as well. So, I mean, the whole idea is to really create that economic value, socio-economic value of the data, and how to extract that in the first place, and how it can be much more inclusive, because it does talk about real ownership. It talks about how to bring that real data democratization where it is really shared. Obviously, there has to be some control in place. So moving on to the next one is really what is in it, right? I said 72 pages, right? It's huge. You got to go and read it if you want, but if not, then I'm here to really talk about and give an overview today. But then later episodes, I'm going to pick one chapter, talk about it, and then go on and cover the entire framework. Obviously, it is a draft framework, so things might just change for good, but nonetheless, it is a good time to go and look at it, reflect, suggest, and contribute. So that's the whole idea of me picking up this and trying to also pull in other experts, which I would announce. I don't have a date around that when I'm going to hold that fireside chat, but yeah, that's work in progress. So data framework around governance, non-personal data, keeping in mind how to extract the economic value for the good of the social and public, right? So that's the whole theme of this bill. It looked at those trends, challenges, recommended steps to make sure that we can curb those. There are a lot of definitions, comparisons. For example, I just mentioned personal data and non-personal data. I have some infographics as well created. In the last campaign, I would share that will give you a good idea of what is personal data, and then you can always keep and compare side by side that what is non-personal data, what is the definition, what does it mean, and then what are the different roles and responsibilities government of India is talking about in terms of really managing and governing non-personal data for the country. And finally, it is all about being the theme that I talked about, right? How can we become Atmanirbhar with data, right? So that the whole theme is basically making people self-reliant, right? That's the meaning of the whole vision that our prime minister is driving, right? So it's basically socio-economic value, and how do you use data to create those in the first place. So that's the whole theme and idea. Obviously, as I said, it is country specific at this moment, but the expert in the committee have really gone beyond. They have taken really a global view, invited global and Indian companies and then expert around the world, and then gathered those information and insight in this report. So what is that you can expect within this report? And going forward, when I talk about it, I thought I will give a good high level idea of what are the content of the framework, how the report is structured, and how I would divide those topics and bring various people in this forum, and even invite their thoughts you know and share with you. So, very high level, it has been divided into six, seven for categories: data trends, non-personal data ecosystem, ownership of the data, data business. That's a very I was very excited to read that, but it's not new. I mean, anybody who is into this data industry for a long time, they understand data in itself might not be of use unless you put that into the practice to kind of extract the value out of it and use it for the benefit of masses. So that's where the term came, like data business. So I see it like a data economy. When you're talking about data economy, how do you monetize that data? How do you create value out of it for the for the community here? So that's all about data business, data sharing, data regulatory authority. If you want to really give some structure, if you want to create some kind of framework and policies, you have to have those governing bodies in place. I mean, it's like it's like somebody who is there to basically facilitate, at the same time make sure there is right control in place. So you have to have those structure and processes in place where somebody is there at the top who kind of sees that and then govern that well. And then finally technology. So if you really divide this seven things, seven steps or seven bucket together, you would definitely see a glimpse of how it is still falling into the bucket of our good old standard, which says that you have to have the right people, right processes, and right technology, and that's how you can probably define and drive anything. So in the data trends, the reports basically talks about why the regulation and why the governance need, right? And what are the various trend around the data, and what are the different social impact of using data in a right way. A lot of good examples and a lot of very insightful takeaways over there. In the second bucket, non-personal data ecosystem, basically it is talking about personal data and non-personal data, and compared it together so that there is a good understanding that what this report or this regulation is going to cater to and what it is not. So very much defining, categorizing, and comparing together so that there is a clear cut understanding and roles and responsibility also fixed out there. Ownership, without the ownership, I mean, nothing moves. So somebody got to really own this. So in this case, the rights and duties and what are the different legal basis of that, very much similar, not very similar, but very much interrelated. If you really compare the personal data protection bill, um, it's it's basically the report tried to really look at all those aspects again and put it in the perspective of non-personal data. So that's going to be interesting because it will be a lot of legalities, terms and terminologies over there. So I will try to simplify that for the users here. Data business, I spoke about it, right? You have to bring this data as a center of everything, right? Thinking for terms, thinking in terms of how it can be having economical impact. How can you bring those those mind, basically it's a mindset, right? How do you create value out of it, and then you see and find a ways of monetizing that to create self-reliant India. So it's basically fully aligned with the vision, right? So that's why I was very excited to read that piece and came up with that hashtag, right? Atmanirbhar with data. So do tag into that, and there is a lot that is going to come, and on that regard, I will announce that at the end of the slide. So coming back to the data sharing, we are talking about not only capturing, generating, storing, but what is the use of data if it is not used for good, right? So it has to be easily accessible. If it is not, then what would happen is that it's not going to be used and and add values to the bigger vision we are talking about. So think about the business, right? If they want to create something out of the data available at, say, government of India's data site, what if it is not accessible? What would they do? Nothing. So similarly, on the same lines, it talks about how we can make data and metadata and all those terms, like which we are very much used to, kind of a data catalog, right, where you can just go ahead and search and get what is this data all about, what is the metadata, how it is being used, who has been using it, what do they say about that, how confident are they about that data set altogether, and can you confidently use that for your insight and value creation. So opening it up, but at the same time having a relevant controls in place, because open doesn't mean that you kind of share it widely and keep it wide open. It's not that. It is still having those right controls in place and regulation in place. So it is basically to really drive the innovation out of data. That's the whole approach, and it has to be purpose driven. So what is my social purpose, technological purpose, and various reason that why that I want. Without purpose, you probably basically you are just heading towards a unknown destination. So if you know where you are heading, you would most certainly reach there. So that's the whole idea. That what is that you want to do with data? It has to be purpose driven approach around data sharing. That why are you sharing that, and who is going to use, and all those trails of it and overall life cycle. Um, the next one is data regulatory authority. If you remember, during the PDP, we talked about the same thing. There also is personal data protection officers and an authority in place. Similarly, in this regard, also the government has recommended a non-personal data regulatory authority to be on the chair at the top and make sure that it is enabling and enforcing. So that's the whole thought process. It's not there to stop stop the growth engine. No, it has to enable the growth engine, value out of data, but at the same time enforce those right rules and regulations and controls. And the last one, which is very rightly placed, I just loved it because you have to start from people, process, and technology. So that's where it is. So technological aspect of the whole thing. That okay, if you're talking about the framework, you're talking about a lot of new things to properly regulate that. Then you need those efficient way of handling that. You need digitization. You need automation. So how do you make sure that your data, which is a core to this whole thought process, is securely stored, uh, and easily accessible. That's the biggest thing, right? You can store it, but if nobody can access it, it has to be very easy to access. At the same time, I keep saying, right, control should be in place. So privacy first approach and API driven approach is what I observed as a key over there as well. So I am excited about this. As I come up with the other episodes, I would most certainly talking about all this aspect. Maybe I will club two of them in one episode and then try to finish that. If not, then I will probably keep it as a one single episode for a short 15-20 minutes episode, and then strike those conversation around it. It's going to be really interesting, so watch out for that. Now the next one which I wanted to bring was uh, what is next, right? So, as I said, I will be sharing detail around each topic related to non-personal data governance in upcoming episodes of Data Ki Baat. So, watch out for that. I'm also working on pulling right people, for the fireside chat. I have been in touch with a lot of data enthusiasts from the industry, and we are working on that. I have no dates, as I already shared. Last thing and very important, I'm also putting effort to pull a event, the big one probably, around Atmanirbhar with data. So basically, making sure that how data can be utilized to make us Atmanirbhar, and data is in center. So that theme is what I'm going to drive on the occasion of Independence Day, 15th August 2020. And if you want to speak there, if you want to share your thought, and if you think that you have somebody in mind who can contribute as a speaker over there, please do definitely reach out to me, and I will make sure that we work together and come up with the right topic which align with Atmanirbhar with data. So that's what my thought was, and I'm looking for a lot of contribution and help from each one of you in making sure that the event that I'm planning is really see a good contribution from the community, and I'm looking for collaboration as well, where we can have various thought invited out there, and a lot of good debate is what I want around this personal non-personal data governance bill. So looking forward to it. I will be sharing a link to application invite for the speaking opportunity. in the event, themed around Atmanirbhar Bharat, and then we can take it from there. So with that, thank you very much. I'm gonna end at this moment. Looks like there was a comment out here which I will definitely flush. So Pramod Kumar is really in sync with the topic, and he shares that this is very important topic. Thank you, no, Pramod Kumar, for your thoughts there. I know many of you feel the same, but since it is Saturday and not everybody is online, probably the thoughts are not dropping in. But I'm sure with the interest and importance of this key topic, many of you would come and join hands with Data Ki Baat and make that a big success. So with that thought, I thank everyone for watching this, and I also urge, if you're not online, you can always catch this episode. Listen to it. Share with me your thoughts and comments and questions. So I'll be glad to take that and answer. So again, thank you very much, everyone, for watching Data Ki Baat.